I'm on my way down to the truck dealership down here, Chevrolet, and I'm going to see if I can't find me a new truck that I can actually afford today. It'll be interesting to see, considering the fact that everything is so overinflated, but I have faith that I'll be able to find at least a good used truck, or who knows, I may just bite the bullet and see if I can't find something new. So join me in this video as I walk through the parking lot, and if this don't work, then I'll go over to the Ford and Dodge dealership to try to find something that I like. I know I'm looking for a truck, but these SUVs sure do look pretty good to me. Really like that maroonish color right there. Not a big fan of white though. White's just Chevy Trax. Interesting. Not a bad looking little Acura right there though. 2017. Mercedes. Mustang here on the end. I've actually been looking for a car that I could actually use for the track, actually build. 5.0 Gluck wouldn't be a bad build for that. And it's leather wrapped. Goodyear tires. GT. It's a good solid Mustang. So since I'm done glancing at this 5.0 behind me, now we are going to go look at some of the trucks, some of the new ones and the used ones. We're going to go see if I can find something that I actually might be able to afford. The Mustang over there's got 44,000 miles on it. It's $32,000. I'm not against spending that on a car. I'm actually looking for one that I can build to use on the track and actually go out to do some drag strips and street race, or legal drags out on the streets and everything. I don't know how many of you guys have seen the Fast and Furious movies. I'm assuming a lot of you have, but the race wars thing is kind of a real deal. They actually do have races like that where you can go throw down some money and race, and a 5.0 Mustang would definitely be a good car to build, because stock, they put out a lot of power, but definitely turn into a really good race car, and it wouldn't take much. I didn't look. I'm assuming that one's automatic, since everything anymore is automatic, and that's a newer car, so I'd assume that would have to be an automatic. An automatic training just wouldn't be able to handle the kind of power that I want to put to it, but definitely if I could find one like that in a 6-speed, like Mustangs in a 6-speed back when they first started doing it, those are a rare one. It's very rare to see, and it's a very, very, and it was earlier years with that 6-speed transmission that they go for a pretty penny. It's kind of the reason I need a truck today, though, because all I have is my half-ton, but it's about wore out, so I'm going to go see if I can't find a 3/4 or 1-ton for actually doing things like hauling a car like that to races that are further away, so I don't run up the mileage and stuff don't break before I get to the track. So the last time I was here, I was looking at these trucks. They start at about almost 80,000 now, which is remarkable. Man, trucks have gone up a lot. The one I'm driving right now, about 23,000 miles on it, and only gave 16,000 for it back then. That's back when they were actually halfway affordable, and now they cost a freaking fortune, just like everything else does. So if I could find a good used one out here, or a new one that isn't going to break the bank, which that chance I figure, but I'm going to go see if I can't find them, and here they are right here. They got them lined up all nice, spick and span for us. So let's go see what we're going to go look at. So I figured I'd start with the Z71 half-ton tons right here, since these are the first ones we came up on. These half tons are actually remarkable, and they can actually pull a lot more than what they used to be able to. Spend 7,000, annual fuel cost 16 miles to the gallon. See, that's all that thing gets over there is 16 miles to the gallon. That's a 2003, but all it gets is 16 miles to the gallon. 6.2 gallons. Back in 2017, this is the 5.3 though, and that's the 4.3. This is an 8, and that's a 6. It used to be 4.8s, but like with your ideal engine, because you still had the power of a V8, but you got way better fuel mileage. But these trucks right here though, now we're talking. Had a buddy that had a 2017 Chevrolet, bought it brand new, and it had it to where the cylinders would drop. It would actually drop from 8 down to 6 down to 4, and he was getting like 26 miles to the gallon out of a half ton, which was just insane. And 4-wheel drive and crew cab, so it just got pretty insane on me right there. So something I don't know why Chevy started doing this though. I know why they do part of this. I started putting these on them right here, and it has the backup camera and stuff in it as well. But they got to where these are push buttons and automatics, and that these let down. So instead of having that handle right there, and the handle does break on mine. Like mine's got screws in it to actually hold that piece of plastic and stuff on there now. But I don't really like how they went to this instead of having a handle. I prefer having the manual handle to pull down on it. But I guess to each their own. It's the world that we're living in. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what you guys think. So these are the new tow mirrors that come standard on Chevrolet, and like the ones that are on my truck currently over there are the older style tow mirrors, which I prefer the older style tow mirrors myself because they just look a ton better. I do like this color though on this one. I've never found a color better they don't like. See, this one says it gets 17 miles to the gallon. See, we're getting even better. It's only $60,000. I mean, heck, I'll take 3 of them at that price. I'm not a big fan of bed covers either. This is the rollable bed cover, but not a big fan of bed covers because just not something that I'm really fond of. So it's crazy to me because these Chevy trucks now have the Allison back in it, and that 6.6 is actually not the Duramax, but it's actually a gasoline engine that Chevy's making now, which is crazy because I see that 6.6, I automatically think Duramax, but it's not stamped Duramax. It'd be stamped Duramax up here on the hood if it was actually a Duramax. I do like how they have the step sides on the bed, so if you need to step up over the side and get something, way handy. 10-speed auto. Allison definitely has their 58,000. See, that's what's crazy to me is this 2,500 is the same price as that half ton. All these trucks are the same. They're just different colors, some different miles, but again, side step down there, really like that. Here we go. Duramax Turbo Diesel. This is something more of what I was looking for right here. GMC and Chevrolet, same thing. I actually kind of like this color too. It's just kind of weird, but I like all the colors. See, like more of this blue that would be more my style. How much was this Duramax? And look. See, I also like how Chevrolet started putting these steps on the bottom of their bumpers. $72,000. So yeah, you can give $72,000 for my house. So that's definitely interesting. It's amazing, like, the diesel trucks used to be really popular, but these gas trucks really perform a lot. But I'm trying to find a diesel truck I actually like, but my goodness, you add on about $10,000 for the diesel, and honestly, these 3/4 tons anymore, I don't know what the mileage is on these, but you could definitely total vehicle price $58,000. See, that one over there was $72,000, so yeah, price difference of like $14,000 between all these. Huh. My truck over here. It's crazy, guys. I mean, all these options. All these options. So they are getting pretty close to closing, so I'm gonna drive down here, take another quick look. If I find something I like, I'll come back on a different day and test drive it, but don't really know. See, a lot of people aren't a big fan of black, but I actually really like black. Not a big fan of white though, like what I said earlier. GMC Sierra. It's amazing. Funny Park, those, look at it. Their mirrors are basically touching up there. Boy, they really wanted those close together. Single cabs are getting harder and harder to find. It's actually hard to find a single cab truck that isn't four-wheel drive anymore. It seems like they're all four-wheel drive anymore. So I don't know. That's just a preference, I guess, of everybody, that they want everything in four-wheel drive. So they really, that's all a lot of dealerships carry, unless they get a trade-in on an older one. Back in the day, it's like two-wheel drive trucks were so popular, but now that everybody like wants a four-wheel drive, there's some one-tons of stuff over here that don't have beds on them, but I'd prefer to buy one that already had the bed on it. Way less trouble that way. There's some long beds too, kind of the weird stepchild, I guess you could say. Here's a Denali Duramax, which I told everybody to get out and see the price on that thing. That thing would probably be $120,000. I mean, Denali's, for those of you guys that don't know, Denali is like the creme de la creme of Chevrolets. I mean, it's like the high-end rich person. I don't even hardly look like a truck. It looks more like a Cadillac or a high-end sports car than a truck. That's just crazy. I'm heading back down here because they've got some one-ton trucks, actually used one-ton sitting down here. So I'm going to go down here, take a look at those, and park across the road over here if I can. They are definitely, there's some more half-tons, but the one-tons are, they had a one-ton Dodge Cummins down here that I wish I came and looked at sooner, but it sold really quick. Something I wish I'd went and looked at way earlier than what I actually did. So we're gonna go park back here and go see if we can find a one-ton, maybe. I guess we'll see. We got over here just before it got dark, so that's why I wanted to show you guys this, though. For those of you who may be in the market for a new truck, now's not the time to buy them, but Chevrolet is supposed to close a bunch of other plants, and some more automotive plants are supposed to close. So if you're thinking about buying a new truck, I would do it now, and I'd do it before they add any more nonsense onto them to where it's even more stuff that can go wrong on them. Those of you who've never seen a one-ton truck, they're all long bed. The old styles used to be short, but let's see what we got here. Duramax, as you'll find with most 1-tons. As is, no dealer warranty. See, that's not too bad of a price on that one though. 39. It's got 105,000 miles on it, but heck, that's why you're not getting a dealer warranty with it though, because just has too many miles on it already. This GMC back here is the one I really like though. Again, always going to be a big old long bet on these 1-tons, it seems like. As is, no dealer warranty on this one as well. Can't hardly read through there. These windows are tinted so bad. This one's $54,000. This one has 96,000 miles on it, but this is the Denali. Just like what I was saying earlier, this is the high-end spectrum of trucks. You can tell though too that this one is way nicer than this one. This one's more of a plain Jane, but I'm okay with plain Jane, especially if it saves me dollars. Some of you may be wondering how come it's so loud out here and hearing all the background noise. That's because the highway is literally right here next to the dealership. So see all that traffic coming by, that's what you guys are hearing. Here's about this old Ford back here. Since this is a Chevy dealership, that's a piece of advice I want to give you guys. Piece of advice is always, if you're a Ford person, come to a Chevy place to buy it. If you're a Chevy person, go to a Ford or Dodge place to buy it. Why is that? Because they get in products and people come to a Chevy place to buy Chevy products. So if you come here and you see a truck like this Ford, you're going to get a better deal on it because they really want to move it, because it doesn't fit what they sell, and they're not going to be able to give you they can give you a warranty on it, but very unlikely, and it's going to cost you a fortune. So yeah, but that's why you get a better deal, because they just can't work that well with it. So this is actually a gas truck. I would not buy a gas Ford. It'd have to be a Power Stroke, and then it'd have to be the 7.3. I wouldn't buy anything new, so it definitely would be used. So that's about all I really see here today though, that I don't know. It's all I saw here today. Like, really, they don't have a big selection right now. Of course, it is like a week away from Christmas. Actually, it's less than that now. Actually, what am I saying? Yeah, it's getting really close to Christmas. So to all of you guys out there, Merry Christmas. There's a video that's going to upload every day. So if you guys would watch those, we do truly appreciate it. Keep watching those videos. Keep liking, keep commenting. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know this walkthrough was short, but they don't have much down here right now because everybody's buying gifts for other people, and amazingly enough, people buy cars still for other people. This video is giving me a lot to think about though. Like that 5.0 up there might be something to think about, but I think I'd be better off going and buying a used one somewhere else, and then I wouldn't have to worry about dealing with the dealership antics. But only good thing about a dealership usually is you can get them thrown in warranty. Of course, in my experience here lately, salesmen haven't been haggling. I don't know how it is now, but a couple months ago I went in to try to talk about something. They won't haggle with you. Even if the truck or car is marked above the sticker price, they will not haggle with you. And if you try to negotiate with them, then they just won't even talk to you, because they're selling these things so easily. It's almost like the house market. Like, people are giving above asking, so the market's just overinflated. So if you really don't have to buy a vehicle right now, I wouldn't suggest it. Yes, they're probably going to go up more, but they will have to come back down, because we can't keep going the way we are. Can't afford to live the way it is now. So everything all have to come back down. So just have some patience or wait for a good deal. There's still good deals out there. I've been seeing them on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. For those of you guys that still use it, I think Facebook Marketplace is pretty much taking out Craigslist. But for those of you who still use that, there's probably deals to be found on that now as well. God bless each and every one of you. I'm Jared with General Exploration Discovery. Subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads.